Hello everyone. Now we would like to discuss about the first concept, that is basic organization of computer. This concept has another name. This is also known as the block diagram of computer. We will also call it as with another name, that is parts of computer. So the block diagram means, or parts or basic organization means, what are the main parts in the computer. Main parts in the computer. The computer has five main parts. One, input unit or input device. Two, output device or output unit. Three, CPU. Actually, this CPU again consisting of three parts. 3A, ALU, that is full form is known as arithmetic logic unit. B, control unit, simply referred as a CU. C, MM, this is known as the main memory. So in addition to this one, the computer may also has one more unit, that is known as the secondary storage or secondary memory. When we are discussing about the computer parts, the first of all we are going to be known the difference between the a, components and peripherals, right? Components and peripherals. So I will explain about the difference about the components a little later. Now I would like to draw the black diagram of the computer. This is the input unit. Input unit. This is the central processing unit. The central processing unit consisting of the three parts, that is ALU, CU, and main memory. This is the output unit. And below this one, I am going to be draw this one as a, this is the secondary storage. So the interconnection between these components is like that. So this is the two way. Now I would like to explain the first part about the input unit, right? Please wait, I will take one more document. So the first one is the input unit. The input unit is used to transfer the data and instructions, data and instructions to the computer for processing. So the input unit used to transfer the data, right, and instructions. The data means we know that the data is a raw fact. It is in the form of numbers, that is 5, 8, or minus 23, like that, or it may be in a characters that is Ramu, Sai, like that, or in any format. So the the instruction means operation to be performed, to be performed on the data. So the instruction represents what kind of the operation to be performed on the data. And we know that actually the computer or the system is an electronic device which can only understand the binary information 0 and 1s. But the input device, generally we are going to be understand the decimal numbers like 58 and alphabets like Rama and Sai. So the input device send the information which is in user understandable format, that is 15 and uh, Ravi, translate it into the binary code, that is ones and zeros, and then send to the central processing unit. So the input unit responsibility is used to transfer the data and instructions to the CPU for processing. There are several kind of input devices. That is, example is the main input device is the keyboard, and some people says that the mouse, scanners, scan the data and send, and a light pen, what I am going to be used now. And these are the examples for the input devices. The next one is the output device. So the main responsibility of the output device is accept the processed information from the CPU and display or turn it into the user understandable format and either print or display on the screen. That is the output unit. Here I am going to write the output unit displays or print the processed data, processed data, that is known as the information in user understandable, user understandable format. So the input unit send the information to the system. The output unit accepts the processed data from the CPU and display in user understandable form. The general output devices are VDU. This is known as the visual display unit. Simply we are going to be call it as a screen, and printers, and plotter, etc. These are the output devices. And next we come to the CPU, that is central processing unit. It consisting of the three parts: ALU, CU, and main memory, right? The first part is known as the ALU, right? Simply we termed as a arithmetic logic unit, but it also perform the shift operations. I will explain. So the total name of this ALU is arithmetic logic and shift unit. We can perform any operations within ALU. That means all arithmetic, logic, and shift operations are performed in ALU. What are the different arithmetic operations we are able to perform on ALU means simply generally the arithmetic operations means that are the addition, that is simply example a plus b, subtraction a minus b, multiplication a asterisk b, and division a slash b, and modulus operation, that is a modulus b. This gives the remainder value. That means 5 modulus of 2 that equal to 1. So these are the basic arithmetic operations. And logic operations means the logic operations are based on the relations, that is uh, less than, I'm going to write less than, that equal to a less than b, less than or equal. So it is not possible in computer to write below. Hence we are going to write side by side these operations, that equal to a less than or equal to b, greater than, that equal to a greater than b, greater than or equal a greater than or equal to b, right? Equal, that equal to a double equal to b, and not equal, that equal to a not equal to b. So these are the examples. Here we are going to be remind one thing: the output or a result of the logical operations, is true or false. Generally in computers, the true is represented by 1 and false is represented by 0. So the output of these logical operations is 1 or 0. And the finally one more operation that will be performed by ALU, that is a shift operation. Shifting means we are going to be move the data towards left side or right side. Suppose we are going to be consider the data 1 0 0 1 1. Suppose that is A. I am going to say that left shift of A, that equal to this one is goes out 0 0 1 1, and 0 is added at the right side. One more time, left shift of A means 0 1 1 0 0. In the same way, suppose right shift of A means this once goes at outside, the 0 is inserted at the left end, that equal to 0 1 0 0 1. Again, a right shift of A means 0 0 1 0 0. So the ALU is able to perform the left and right shifts also. So anyway, we can perform any kind of the operation in computer. All the operations are performed in ALU. In right. The next one is the CU. We are going to call it as a control unit. Really, this is the heart of the computer, heart of the computer. What we are going to be say, the processor resides in control unit, or simply the control unit and processor are both are same. What it will be do means the control unit controls and coordinates each and every operation within the computer. Without permission of the control unit, nothing to be performed. So even I am going to be make a tick, it will be done by the or with the help of the control unit only. Finally, I am going to be discussing about the main point, that is the main memory. Main memory. It has the several names. This is also known as the random access memory, simply RAM, right? And temporary memory or volatile memory, both are same, or primary memory. So in computers, in any computers, in computer science, simply the word memory represents the primary memory. So the primary memory is in the form of the locations, right? This is not like a shell structure, right? Each and every location has a specific number to identify that one. For example, this is 100, this is 101, this is 102, and 103, and 104. And the so simply we are going to be get out of this one. So this is known as the location. Then the number of this location may be 120. So the capacity of this location, the basic capacity of one location is 8 bits, that is represented as 0 to 7. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So this is the seventh one. So that means this is known as the bit. So 0 to 7 bits, this is known as the 1 byte. The capacity of the one location, basic capacity is 1 byte. So what a bit consisting of? A bit is able to store either 0 or 1 value. So why we are going to be call it as a primary memory or volatile memory means, suppose the computer is switched off or there is no power supply to the computer, or simply we shut down the computer, the data or information which is stored in the memory, this memory is lost, right? It is not possible we are retrieving the information or the data stored within the memory. So there are two basic primary memories for the computer. The one is the random access memory, RAM. The other one is the read only memory, ROM. And finally I come to the final concept, that is the secondary storage. The secondary storage is known as the permanent storage, where we store the data or information or programs or instructions on permanent basis. Even the power off or computer is switched off or shut down, the data in the secondary storage is resides as the long time. General examples for the secondary storage is hard disk. We are going to be call it as a hard disk drive, CD compact discs, or digital versatile discs (DVDs). Simply, we are also known as the uh, memory sticks, memory sticks or memory cards. Memory stick means pen drive, like that, and some other types of the and old type of the magnetic tape and such a permanent storage devices are available. This is about the parts of the memory. So here I am going to be add the one more thing. All the parts in the computer is divided into the other way based on their manufacturing make simply. So all the components or all the parts in the computer not the same type. Some of them is all the pure electronic components. For example, processor and RAM, such are the electronic components, and some of them are electrical components. For example, that is the keyboard and actually printer. These are the electrical components, and some of them are the electromagnetic components. That means hard disk and such a devices are electromagnetic components, and some of them are the electromechanical components, such as using the even the some mechanical parts, sorry, that are the plotter and some other devices, or printer also. So here I am sorry, I am going to write electrical keyboard, and this is the monitor, that means visual display unit, and some of them are the optical devices, that means mouse, that is based on the light optic, and CD and DVD drives. So it is possible we are going to be divide the components into the several parts. Thank you.